is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are taking a look at Lalali by 17, specifically the rap hip-hop unit, and we're going to see the live version. I looked at their music video about a week ago, the time of me recording this, and I heard there is a little bit of dancing in this one, so I'm excited to check it out, see what their live energy has in store for this. It's going to be great. Let's do it. There is a lot of dancing in this. Yo, I love his fit. Yee! Honestly, I'm just looking at their fits, honestly. Yo. Twit. I like the choreo. La la dee, la la dee. Dope. Okay, let's go from the top. Yes, there's a lot of zoom ins on this. That's what the case was for Spell as well. So we'll do the best we can here. I like the setup of this, very much so. Their outfits, amazing. My favorite would have to be S-Coops. I would love to own both the top and the bottoms of this. Super cool. I like this right here, that da-da-da-da-da-da-da absence of movement on the first time. The second time they take it and they swoop it from one side to the other, keeping those arms in those pockets, makes it nice and laid back. Little like, I don't wanna, you know, the rebellious spirit looks great. And having that little tail end, you know, reverb, recoil effect is super fun. Then they take it and do the same leg, but instead of doing it on both sides, they take it to rotate to the back and accent to hit that bass. So fun. Vernon's section of the track I think is my favorite. It's probably because of the Ajumas featured on it. It's just, it's so playful, it's delinquent. It definitely fits the niche of the track for sure. Goodness. Of course, we don't really see any of what's going on in that moment. I'm assuming they dropped the level lower, had it a fun little party moment, and then they came back up. Still can't see what's going on. That is okay. Now that's fun, a little Steve, not really Steve Martin, but kind of, at least the tail end half of it, really nice. And once again, they're not really using their arms at all at this point. It's fun. I remember it was what was it? There's a certain part in the music video where Mingyu's shirtless, right? And that was like a huge thing. And I think that almost was cut. And then Sungkwan was like, no, leave it in. And everyone's like, thank you, Sungkwan. For me, because I don't know them outside of just their movement quality and like the occasional what Patreon tells me and what comments tell me, for me, I'm just like, okay, cool. But also I appreciate it whenever risky stuff like that happens and your team advocates to keep it in. I love the camaraderie because Sungkwan knows what carrots want. And I think that's really fun. Anyway, I digress. I think that's fun. LOV! Now having the ladies here, I like the guys have partied away. The girls do a good job creating a nice frame with a lot of their positioning with the arm, and then they have it centered over to the side. So that's fun. It carries a different posture. Then they bring it through. I like that choice. I like what they're wearing too. I like this as well as they bring it from side to side. Really like that. They're bringing it through, and then they go boom, boom, boom. Nice with a choreography moment too. Then they bring it back in, and they do accents with the knees as well, within the squat position. Then they go and they take it heel to heel with the hips, boom, 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 and then they rotate out. Nice. Love that utility shirt. That is so cool. Now the guys, I like the clap, clap, clap. And then right here, they take it. I like the little chug happening in the back. Or just a little scuff rotation action. Looks really fun. They hit it, boom, nice and subtle from side to side. Looks great. Then they connect with the head, boom, boom. Notice it's different, but similar to what the ladies said. The ladies said more of like a tutting thread moment with the head, and guys actually grabbed the head and made it more of a thrashing moment, the building up the energy. I like both, especially on the different parts of the track that they were representing. I think that was fun, but complimentary. Now this part here, I really like the choreo. It's fun. So they take it, little breath wind style, like kind of breathy moments with the arms. Then they take it. So the legs really don't change, but the arms do. So they take it more, like a wave, and then they bring it around like a Reebok. Cool. Then they pulse it to the side. Really fun. And they take it nice, just like a simple pop, where they take it up and down to the side. Looks great. Then they take it around, but it's more airborne instead of, with the taps of the feet. Take that leg around, and they take it la-da-dee. And then they slow it down, but then they syncopate it with the accent with the wrist to hit the ch-ch on the percussion side. Really cool. Then they drop it lower with the hinge. I'm digging it. Do the same thing as I did before. Boom, 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 la-da-dee. Nice, and the party once again. So honestly, this is more dense than I was expecting. I was just expecting, hype with the dancers and then just like a cohesive chorus. But no, it's very structured. Much more than I was expecting, like I said. Very cool. I like that where they have them in a little basket and they throw them. That's fun. Love that. Great energy. And then they push the energy from down to mid to high. It does some overlap. I think this is a Cho Young-jun influence for me. I don't know who choreographed Lalali. Let me go look real quick. Don't know who did it. My gut tells me Cho Young-jun probably was in charge of it. That's a very safe bet with 17. He's the resident choreographer for them, the go-to. Of course, with Spell you had Kirsten, but I'm saying like you do see more of the hybrid in more of the more recent works. But for this, that's what my gut's vibing with, and I'm fine with it, any of it. I like it. It's cool. All that to say. So if you guys know who choreographed it and it's not Cho Young-jun, please let me know so we can vibe out together at their work. It's cool. I like the throws on that, really cool, nice, promoting the energy for sure. There you have your ladies, they take the energy da-da-da-da over to the side, really nice chest roll to bring it to the inside. Then you have levels represented with our other dancers. That creates a seat for S-Coops, I like that. Frames him well just by the outfits alone, really nice. Nice. Honestly, this is great choreo for him because what I was thinking, Junghan and S-Coops are still recovering, or they're in that recovery process. I know for him, he's got a very serious injury he just recuperated from, so he has to be very mindful for long-term, success in a lot of the choreographies that they do moving forward on a really tight concert schedule that they do have. So this choreo, I wasn't expecting it to really be that polyrhythmic, that physically demanding, because I knew S-Coups was in this lineup, right? So in that case, so it's still very fun. You can go very full with it, but I like the gimmicky individuality that is presented because of it. And whenever you think delinquents, you don't think uniformity at all. It's actually the opposite, the rebellion of that. So that's why for me, it makes sense why it's full of energy, but not quite the cleanest. I also know they have a super tight concert schedule, like I said. So even with Maestro and with Spell was very clean in the music video. It wasn't quite as refined in concert, but it was live in concert, and they still did a lot of the movement with great essence. So I had no qualms with that. Here, it's a whole fun vibe and a half. Will we get choreography videos? Most likely not. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Fun. I like that. Ba, ba, ba. So they syncopated it. Great usage of the hips for that. I can tell they did that there. Ladies drop to the floor. I love that. And then you have your guys up nice and tall to match what's going on with Vernon and Wonu. And then you have S-Coups walk away. You have Mingyu. Mingyu's my Where's Waldo. He's right there. We found him. He's right there in the center. Cool. His has more like a suit vibe. So I'm curious if these are actually things you can buy. Well, I think with the dancers, yes. But with the actual individual 17 members, are they custom? That's what I'm curious about, because Mingyu's fit feels very custom, as well as Wonu's. I haven't seen either of those before. I could be wrong though. Vernon's feels like I could buy that at like anywhere. That's like your typical tracksuit. And then with S-Coups, it feels like the utility equivalents that you can get, you know, that's like extra $100 more is really what it feels like. He looks expensive in Adidas. Anyway, I digress. I like that where they take it with the ladies, they take their leg, they bring it in. I like the fact that they have that hip accented, so it makes it a fun, more feminine moment, and then the guys take a more full approach, and as they present it, bring it up with the clap, clap, and then they dig it around the back just like they did before. You smoke. Nice. La da dee. And here we go. And now it's the ladies this time dancing with them instead of the guys. So it gives the guys a break, but it also showcases a different variety of movement because of the implicit pocket that the ladies explore, different than men a lot of times. I think that's great, fun. Also the height difference too is really fun too. I love that. Da, 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 da. And then they take it through, and they bring it down, and then they hop it back. Really fun. And then they take it, syncopate it once again. Down to the hinge. The la-la-dee. Lalali. I like this choice. Boom. And they're doing an accent with the chest, but notice the directions they go. So they're going to go over towards stage left. They drop it down with the hinge. I'm assuming similar hinge to what they did in the chorus. Then they go to the other side. Then you see them. Once again, you see them hinge. We don't know what's really happening. Then they go, and I like how they're doing it evenly on both sides because they're going to the back. Really nice. There's your hinge. Once again, they go to the front, but now it's a party. Fun. Pop the freak off. I really like that moment. It felt communal. It felt like we're here. It's not just about us. It's about everybody. It's a party of us. Let's go. I like the frozen frame that everybody held except for 17 members. Cool. Then everybody does it together. It feels like a proper build because you had your guys do it first and your girls do it second. And you had everybody do it together. It reminds me of the structure that Casper went with for Taemin's advice, where you had Taemin do it with the ladies first, and then he did verse 2 with the guys, and then the final chorus he did with everybody. It just leads to a really fun build, even if nothing changes in production of your track. It's just the energy of the space that you provide in movement context just builds it to that place, which is really fun. They bring it boom, ding, ding. That's really cool. I like that choice a lot. Then they hinge it over once again. La da dee. La da dee. And I like that choice where they go and they do the little toe tap accent on that. That's really fun. Does it tie into Maestro? Just a smidge. I mean, because you had that heavy, heavy house syncopated section with footwork. So any type of footwork that we see in influence of the units, I'm always going to associate with Maestro. Is it the same choreographer? I don't know. But I do like the fingerprints and the overlap. It's fun. It's definitely enjoyable. Such a fun finish. I love this so much. I bet those that were in the audience lost their minds. This was really cool, and I know they probably felt really happy to be able to do it for the first time. It's a fun, genuine first experience with the track, with their fan base. I think this is awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. This will most likely get released significantly before all the other reactions and analysis I've done of the group. I have done K-pop analysis of marathon forms, and 17 happened to be my very first group that I did this with, where I look at their debut all the way through their most recent work in chronological order as much as I can in an expedited rate over the course of a month. I looked at about 75 plus analysis at this point. There's a lot on YouTube, but so much more on Patreon. When I say I've taken a look at it, good chance anything that you want to recommend me to look at, I probably have seen and analyzed and enjoyed. So this is really fun to see them knowing what I know, and I'm excited for the discussions that we're going to have on this. Once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.